we're working our PTAP program. Kim Bachman, she put together.
This is great fun. We're back on the Morning Brew with friends. We got Russell, Alicia, and Adrian here this morning. We're going to talk about some Small Business Week stuff. And you guys are from the American Indian Chamber of Commerce. And you guys are kind of back in effect. You guys were a little bit just kind of regrouping for a little bit.
Correct.
And now you're back out there.
We're back shaking and moving. We currently represent over 425 chamber members,
That's
all
huge.
walks of business life. We also represent 325 clientele through the MBDA business program, which is all dedicated to helping small business.
That's very cool.
Yes.
That's very cool. Startups and established businesses alike, right?
Startup, established businesses.
And then you guys have, it's cool, this is on May 11th, you guys have the Economic Summit.
Correct.
And what's going on there?
This is our 9th year that we're celebrating our Native American Economic Summit. We are kicking off the day with a Summit Golf Classic where we have teamed up with the American Indian Business Association out of the Anderson School of Management at the University of New Mexico. All proceeds from this golf tournament will go towards scholarships for Native American students, as well as we've teamed up with Miss Adrian Gallegos and the New Mexico Small Business Development Network to host the Small Business Week Awards celebration.
That's right. Is that this week, or just the Small Business Week is this week and the awards are later?
Well, National Small Business Week is May 4th through 8th.
Okay.
And then every state afterwards will celebrate their local state Small Business Week Award.
And we've had a couple of national winners from New
We've
Mexico,
had
right?
some- New
There's some
Mexico's
big-
rocking. In
right.
fact, our New Mexico Small Business Person of the Year, Mr. Rick Jackson, is one of the 6 finalists for the national award again this year. So
Bring
we're
him on
hoping
the
that
show.
he,
I'd love to talk to him. Find out what
Absolutely.
his business is and how he got involved. I'd love
Absolutely.
that.
We're hoping he brings that title back to New Mexico and we'll keep it home for a while.
Right, because our friends from Exhibit Solutions won.
Yes,
Right.
Miss Gina
Right.
Yule.
Gina
Miss
Yule,
Gina Yule
right?
also
She
serves
was-
on our board of directors.
Oh,
for the
very
Chamber
cool.
of
I love
Commerce.
Gina. We need to have her on the show too.
Yes, definitely.
Everybody
definitely.
you guys are working
Everybody.
with.
Yes.
Right, and I love this because we got Alicia here, who's like probably the go-to person at the chamber for a lot of small businesses, because you help people kind of navigate that super secret language of government contracting, right? It's like a second language that people have to learn to navigate and learn how all of these things work, right?
Right, yeah. That's what we do. Well, that's my title there is procurement specialist, and through the MBDA program, we do a lot of work with small businesses who are interested in contracting with Sandia or Los Alamos or any type of government contracting in general.
That's cool, because I've looked at the websites and I've seen it's just like, we need and it's just like letters and numbers and stuff, and you have no idea what it is, and NAICS code things, and like, how do you, if you're a small business and you're wanting to get into that world, I mean, how do you learn to navigate that and find that? If you can tell us in a couple of minutes.
Well, that's exactly what we're there for and set up to do, is to help entrepreneurs and small business owners really at whatever stage they're at, whether they're just starting out and they need help getting their license and their DUNS number.
Their
SAT
DUNS number.
registration.
I don't even know what a DUNS number would be.
Well, that would be the Duns and Bradstreet number.
Oh, of course.
But, yeah, so, I mean, a lot of people, aren't sure how to go about that, or there's websites out there that will charge you for that kind of thing when
When you can get it for free from you guys,
Exactly,
just,
yeah.
that's, yeah, right. So what are you guys hoping with Small Business Week this year? Because I know every year you guys bring in speakers, there's events, there's a little bit of everything going on.
Right,
And
right.
it's both to help the small businesses and encourage people to start their own small businesses, right?
Absolutely. Actually, I'm going to let Russ take that question.
Yeah,
He's putting
definitely.
together some outstanding panels and discussions
excellent.
and
Who do
bringing
you have
in some
coming in?
speakers.
Correct. We got a lot of great panel discussions to include maximizing opportunities with northern New Mexico. So we'll have representatives from Los Alamos National Laboratories to include Mr. Val Alonzo, Chris Fresquez, Vanjie Trujillo and their team. We're also going to have a panel that discusses working with Big Brother, navigating through small business programs.
Oh, cool.
So we'll have
Los
representatives.
Alamos has a bunch of those programs available.
Correct.
But there's really no good way to find out where they are, right?
Yes, correct. And this is the whole mission of the 9th Annual Economic Summit, to pull all of the 80 resource partners together here in the
80
state
of
of New
them?
Mexico. 80 resource partners that we work with.
We should all be using all of those partners and
Correct.
making it happen, right?
And they're all dedicated to small business development, economic development, job creation, community development, and investing in our youth and communities.
How did you get involved in this?
You know, at a young age, I always wanted to be a small business owner. I was My grandmother, as a matter of fact, she encouraged me, whatever you do, son, in this life, try to find a way to help people. And I never was a big corporate guy. I always liked the small business aspect of things, artisans. I saw that when I was growing up.
Right.
And I always wanted to start a small business. So I do
what is
have
your
a background.
business?
I started a company called Data Management Group LLC, which I specialize in housing and tribal assessments.
Oh.
So it was a lot of data management.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then eventually I started networking with chambers of commerce, and then started doing business plans. Business plan development, started doing marketing plan development, started getting involved in the federal contracting arena. And it was my mission over these past 10 years to develop a strong resource base so that I can bring all these people at a
Right.
summit so small business owners can educate and learn about them.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, you don't look old enough to have been able to do it all of this. You said like you're fast tracking it?
Fast tracking it. I have good genes. My grandparents gave me some good genes. So
Right on.
a lot of people think I am younger than I
Right.
look.
You and I will try that how old we are app in a minute.
That sounds
We'll
good.
see, we'll see how old it says we are. Maybe 12, 14.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's small business. That's what you guys have been doing for a long time. Because anybody can go to the SBDC, and you guys can help with business plans, and you guys can help with, finding small business loans, alternative sources of financing, right?
Absolutely. Actually, the New Mexico Small Business Development Center has been in existence for 25 years here in New Mexico. They actually just recently have last year was our 25th year that we've been in here. We're financially funded through the state of New Mexico and through a partnership with the U.S. Small Business Administration to offer no-cost consultations and trainings to all entrepreneurs and small business owners. So we are your taxpayer money at work. So
Right.
please use
Take
us.
advantage of it.
Absolutely.
It's out there.
We have 20 centers statewide. So where you can go from Farmington to Hobbs to Silver City to Taos and find an SBDC center.
Right. I think of our buddy Ray Garcia, who's at CNM.
Ray
Yeah,
Garcia
he's
is
the-
awesome.
And then there's the one in the South Valley.
Absolutely.
And those are the two I can think of on top of my head in Albuquerque. I think there's more.
Right. In the Albuquerque metro, if you will, then we have Ted Trujillo, who is at our Sandoval County SBDC, and then we have Wayne Abraham, who is at our Valencia County SBDC in Los Lunas.
Very cool. So in your neck of the woods, in the procurement world, what are people trying to find out? What do people need to know? Are people looking at it and saying, I know there's opportunities at San Diego National Labs and I want to be on that, or are they coming to you and saying, I want to work with the city or the state? What are you finding?
Right, so we're set up to really help them work with, at a local level, a federal level, or a tribal level. And that's kind of what we do, is try to bring people together who are interested in those types of opportunities. And it's just really great that we can work really closely with the SBDC, the SBA, and so many of our community partners that are open as a resource in the same way that we are. We don't charge for any of our services. We're funded through the U.S. Department of Commerce, and so we offer free business consulting to everybody. A lot of people think that because we're the American Indian Chamber of Commerce operating the MBDA Business Center that we only work with Native Americans, but really we work with everyone. And we will always find a solution for you, and we'll tap into our partners like Adrian and everyone else in the community to do that.
That makes it great. Well, the summit's coming up on the 11th, and all the business partners are going to be there.
Correct.
Very cool. And then you and I are going to have to try out this app. We'll take a quick photo here. Let's see.
Let's do this.
Let's see if this works, and then when we come back in a second, we'll see how old it says we are. Excellent.
Excellent. Right on.
We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew with friends, hopefully with a photo.
Excellent. Excellent.